As we get up for Mandela Day, unfortunately there's nothing Mandela-ing in South Africa. A new audit revealed 93% of public school toilets in Gauteng do not meet the standards, the basic standards of cleanliness and management standards. I mean, ANC, how can we trust you to make students pass if you cannot even meet basic requirements like keeping the toilets clean? I mean, it's not expensive to keep the toilet clean. I mean, it's not. Like students who are in physics or maths class, now, how do you expect them to focus when their poo-poo wants to get out and the student will be like, no, we cannot go to the toilet, my poo-poo, we'll see it after school. The whole duration of the school, the student will be uncomfortable because now she cannot go to release that poo-poo because now she's uncomfortable that the toilets are not safe and clean. But unfortunately, we had a savior. You know, the corporate always comes to the rescue and save us, right? Well, there's a group called the Unstoppable together. So it's private sector and government. They came together, and then it was the basic department and also Domestos and also Baby Soft, the tissue. So they came together and they're cleaning the toilets, building up to Mandela Day. Something that the government should do on a day-to-day, but here we are. The private sector coming to help once again. Well, on the lighter news, the Durban guys, hey guys, how you doing? So the Durban crowd went to the streets demanding what's our president's name? Sarah must fall. Yeah, so they went there with like Sarah must fall. But unfortunately, guys, the reality is that protests do not work in South Africa. Ask the fields must fall. And what happened to Marikana? Exactly. So to be honest, guys, for us to fix the problem in South Africa, you must first vote differently. Unfortunately, you must vote differently. But the most painful thing about this is that and it's sad that I have to say this, is that in South Africa, which party speaks to the poor people more than the ANC? And it hurts me that I have to ask this question. Because if you look at the DA, for instance, the DA does extremely well in middle class and high and upper class areas. And they take credit for that. But where they govern in poor areas, they tend to lack. And when they are asked the serious questions, what about this? What about that? They point fingers back to the ANC. Well, it's not our problem. It's the national problem. It's a national thing. So when problems have to do with areas where poor people live, well, blame the ANC. And then where things go well in middle class areas, well, we take the credit as the DA. And that's the fundamental problem why the DA will still stay on sub 20% on national votes, because they do not have the answers on fixing a poor man's problem. I really don't think they do have the answers. And I'm asking other parties, who does have the answers? Because even when you look at the EFF itself, the EFF champions itself with working class black people, whether they are poor, middle class, but as long as you are working, the EFF will favor you more. So I'm asking myself, which political party speaks to an actual poor person, regardless of the color? A poor person, I'm asking, which political party speaks to them more than the ANC? And unless if we solve that problem, we're always going to keep having a problem where poor people will always vote for the ANC, whether you like it or not. And the majority of this country, unfortunately, it's poor. So the lower middle class, the middle class, the upper middle class, and the 1%. You guys will all definitely vote for different parties. Some of you will always vote for ANC. Me, by the way, I started voting the last election. All my life I hated voting, but I eventually did vote. And drum roll, I voted for the PA. Yes, I voted for the Project Alliance. I voted for Katie McKenzie. I do not like the ANC, and I also do not like the DA, because the DA on its own, when you study the DA and how it models itself and how it moves, it does well where people actually have money to also help the DA to do well. You know what I'm speaking about is that middle class areas, you have to pay levies, you have to pay raise taxes, blah blah blah. You're earning well, so you can help the government to make your community feel safer, the roads to look cleaner, blah blah blah, etc. For your community to operate functionally. You do play a role as a citizen. But in poor areas, they do nothing, and you as the government, you have to do everything. Literally everything. You have to provide everything. And the DA seems to struggle with that. So until the DA fixes that, regardless of the color, the DA is a white party, blah, blah, blah. Hey, people who vote for the DA are so-called, clever blacks. Regardless of those comments and stuff, the DA in itself, it struggles to solve the majority of problems in South Africa, and the only thing they're good at is pointing fingers, just like other political parties too. They just point fingers, and we as voters, I mean, if I have a girlfriend that's abusing me for the last 10 years, and then I do not leave her, and then she keeps abusing me for the next 10 years, that's the ANC to its voters. But unfortunately, if I look at the other relationship next door, instead of them bringing solutions to why I should leave my partner, but the only thing they do is point fingers, but they are also doing similar things that becomes a deal breaker to me, then I'll stay with my partner than jumping ship to another new problem. So hence why a lot of ANC voters stick with ANC or do not vote at all. Because let's be honest, what's eating the ANC alive is ANC itself. The EFF, COPE, MK, all these splits were chowing the ANC alive. The DA didn't really do much to hurt the ANC. And so forth, and all other parties. So yeah, guys, what's your take regarding this point? And another thing that's touching me, guys, it's couples killing each other. It's very painful for me, and when I always hear stories about two people who were in love, and then they end up killing each other or hurting each other. The GBV saga, it hurts me. So why am I speaking about this randomly? It's because I'm from the East Rand, and there's a lady that I know personally, and over the weekend she murdered her boyfriend. Allegedly, the guy was also abusive to her. Some are saying she got cheated on, blah blah blah. Regardless of whatever the situation that made you guys decide to have a conversation where it gets heated up and then you guys need to start fighting, let it not be beyond verbal. Please, by all means, try to keep it verbal and keep quiet. Please keep quiet up until you calm down, because you reacting while you're still angry, being verbal, number one, and the verbal conversation argument ends up being physical. That comes from you being angry, extremely angry at the moment, and no one really knows how they're gonna react once they're extremely angry, up until you're extremely angry and then you have to do things. I don't think she was ready to do what she did. I don't think she even thought about what she was about to do. I don't know the whole story, but one thing I know that she did something to the guy and the guy is dead. So yeah. That's all, guys, man. I hope that you guys get inspired by the conversation that I bring to you. Hey guys, man. Yeah, my name is J Trip Deep. Yeah, please guys subscribe to my channel. Yeah, please guys like and comment. Yeah, I need to grow, guys. Like, I'm new in this, like, so like I need all the followers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't subscribe to only those guys too. Please also subscribe to guys who speak conversations of informativity, sparking the conversations. I know I'm boring at times, but no, I bring conversation that help you as the community. So yeah, please subscribe, follow me. Do whatever if you need to do. But do not forget to click that follow button, subscribe button, and share my content to your aunties, your grandma, everyone, the community at large. Thanks. My name is Jay from Pratmo. I'm out.